has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I've bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal of antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Well, that was intense. But we're gonna start playing, and hopefully you'll like it. I'm gonna enable all of my mods, so don't judge. It just makes the game more fun for me. Especially if I'm gonna be sitting here with you guys while you try and sleep.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
So this loading screen is going to take a while, so while it's taking a while, I just want to take a moment to say it's been a while. It's been a few years since I've done one of these. I can't say for certain whether it's going to be good or whether it's going to be bad, but, well, if you're returning, it's nice to have you back. If you're watching for the first time, hope you like it. Hope you get some sleep. Who knows? Anyways, let's continue on with the game.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
So I just want to clarify that I've played this game before. I've played it quite a lot. So I'll probably be skipping through a lot of like the tutorial tips and stuff like that.
That all may hear of your arrival. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places. An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Are you short on gold? Sell unwanted trinkets directly from your inventory.
Welcome home, such as it is.
What's this?
This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
This must be one of the new classes that I unlocked, or like downloaded. He's a hexer. I really wanted to see what he could do, actually. Okay.
Trinkets and charms, gathered from all the forgotten corners of the earth. Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
So like the stagecoach will bring you more people, so there's that.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion. In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Oh, got a notification. Somebody thinks I'm important enough for one.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
Let's give him a shot. We'll pull him in here. Well, not the abilities that I would want her to have, but I guess it's not horrible.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood. handsome reward for a task well performed.
This is a funny animated stance that guy's got there.
Formation is broken.
thugs.
Maintain the offensive. Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
These ladies in the back, they need to die first because
Another
they'll drive
one
your party
falls.
crazy. And so it's very important that they go first. Curious.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
And then each of these will help me upgrade my
Triumphant pride
estate further,
precipitates
and
a
then
dizzying fall.
you just need the money, you know. It's all about the money. Money. Well, that could have gone badly, but I'm glad that it did not. And you'll notice that it's getting darker
A
too.
singular strike.
The darker it is, the harder the creatures are, but the better the loot that you get. So it's kind of a, you know, a good and a bad thing at the end of the day. But the more stressed out you get as well. So it's similar to real life. The more stressed out you get, the crazier stuff becomes.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Watch your step. Another abomination cleansed from our lands. it. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
He got bonked.
Inspiration and improvement.
Money. Yo, someone called Mr. Krabs. I'm making money up in here. Soft. Ew. Ew. You can't be soft in the darkest dungeon.
The tents are pitched, banners fly, and the corpse wagons stand at the ready. The circus has come to town.
So like the tavern relieves stress, and it's basically the same thing with
Fresh
the Abbey
kegs,
as well.
cards, and curtained
But certain
rooms
people do better in
promise
certain
solace to the
situations.
weary and broken alike.
What was this? A debuff
The
skill
cobwebs have
chance?
been dusted, the pews set straight. The Abbey calls to the faithful. Elusive, evasive, persistent. Righteous traits for a rogue.
Yeesh, I don't like him. He didn't have a whole lot of abilities. Or good traits, I guess I should say. He's fine, but he's not good. Let's see. I really kind of need the papers. So I guess we could do that.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
So these screamy guys are also pretty bad for your party. And you notice how I got shuffled up? It's because of how dark it is.
Of dread.
It has a chance to happen, but it's also just kind of annoying.
Mortality clarified in a single strike. Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
You know, those people that run off and try and get their own loot, or the curious negative effects, they really do kind of throw a wrench in like your whole game plan. I'll probably try and work towards getting that taken care of, but I think for today and for this episode, once I finish this, we'll call it there. Because it'll be about that time, and it's pretty late for me, so. But I know I normally do longer videos when it comes to stuff like this, but I'm trying to get back in the saddle, so I'm going to do it a little bit slower than normal and not as intense, hopefully, is is what I'm shooting for here, but whether that happens or not, well, we'll see. But again, if you're still awake, thank you for stopping in, watching. If you're not, well, hey, good on you.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
He said he never missed, but in the previous round, he 100% missed 3 people. I don't know how he managed to pull that off, but he did.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Give me that loot, boy. Let's see, we gotta at least get to this room before we can camp, so hang in there, guys. They always target the one with the most stress. It's like how they were programmed or something, I don't know. It's kind of nuts.
A hand's breadth
See,
from
now he's on
becoming
death's door, so
unwound.
now he's gonna start getting all crazy.
Be gone, fiend. Be wary. Triumphant pride.
It's okay if you just feed them a little bit of food. They perk right back up. This might not go well though. Oh, well, I'm not surprised.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
When this person gets stressed out, they become abusive.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration. And now the true test. Hold fast or expire. Grievous injury. Palpable fear.
You know, after further consideration, I have decided that I think it would be best to camp after we do this fight. You know, for fear of my party, really, mostly. Oh,
Survival is a tenuous proposition.
that's one gone.
In this sprawling tomb.
Dang, everybody's going crazy. I mean, it's not like I'm asking them to do much, you know, I'm just telling them to keep fighting these creatures. See,
Remind yourself
Easy
that
peasy.
overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Gathered close in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
I think we might
As
be
the
leaving
light
this
gains
one.
purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
It's a shame, but I made
Regroup.
some money.
Reassemble. Evil is timeless, after all.
But, you know, with the time constraint and everything too that I put on myself for this, it kind of works
Though
out in the
long
end.
years may seek to
But-
separate them.
Ooh-wee,
Action
things
and
got intense there, didn't it?
consequence will invariably.
Oh, we got my
have
favorite
their
person. This is
dreadful
my favorite
reunion.
character to have on any team.
The
By
bellows
far.
blast once again. The forge stands ready to make weapons of war. Make no mistake. We
But
will
alrighty,
face
well,
ever greater threats.
thank you for
Our soldiers must be ready.
stopping by, and I hope you have a good night. Or morning. Well, you know, whenever you're watching this.